Bali, that one destination on every traveler's wish list. Rightly so, because the island is not only beautiful but also has a rich cultural history, diverse flora and fauna, vibrant food, culture, and an overall pleasant vibe that every travelers, whether solo or in a group. Ken from Travel the World with Thorkenn. If you are new from my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and click notification bell so that you will be notified if I uploaded my new travel experience video. Enjoy watching Ken from Travel the World with Thorkenn. Welcome to Tanah Lot Temple. Tanah Lot means land in the sea. Is in the Balinese language. The Tanah Lot is a temple located in Tabanan, about 20 kilometers or 12 miles northwest of Denpasar. The temple is one of the 7 sea temples around the Balinese coast. Each of the sea temples was established within eyesight of the next to form a chain along the southwest coast. On the holiday of Koningan, 5 days prior to the temple's anniversary date, the heirloom pilgrimage is one of the Bali's festive parades worth witnessing. Tanah Yudalan falls on every Wednesday that follows each Koningan on Bali's 210-day Pawukon calendar. At the time, all the Hindus from the different areas in Bali will come to worship in peace and harmony to invoke. And Tanah Lot Temple is an Hindu shrine built to worship the gods and its manifestations of the gods of the sea, God Varuna, to invoke prosperity and the balance of sea and in the land. Tanah Lot Temple is one of the Bali's most important landmarks, which is famed for its unique offshore setting and sunset backdrops. An ancient Hindu shrine perched on the top on the outcrop amidst constantly crashing waves. Tanah Lot Temple is simple among Bali's not to be missed icon. The Tanah Lot Temple sits on the large offshore rock which has been shaped continuously over the years by the ocean tide. The main deity of the temple is Diwa Baruna or Batara Sagara, who is the sea gods or a sea power. Did you know that at the base of the rocky island, venomous sea snakes are believed to guard the temple from evil spirits and intruders? The temple is purportedly protected by a giant snake, which was created from Nerartas cylindang, a type of sash when he established the island. These venomous snakes are the guardians of the temple and had been so far so many years dating back to when it was built. And also, they are also one of the tourist attractions in the temple. We did not visit the temple, it's because of the view of the water is high. The entrance ticket will be 20,000 rupiah for Indonesians and the nationals and 60,000 for the foreigners' guests. Welcome to the Monkey Forest. The Ubud Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary is about 12.5 hectares or 30.8 acres and currently home to hundreds of Balinese long-tailed monkeys, otherwise known as macacoos. You can also find over 115 different species of trees looming over the park and creating a mythical jungle oasis. The forest is owned and managed by the village of Pidang, Tigal, whose graveyard and its associated temples are within the grounds. This is why it's considered sacred. The forest's name in Balinese is Wana Winara. Wana means forest. Winara is the High Balinese for monkeys. The monkeys are addressed within the respectful title Jeru. The Balinese honors the monkeys because of their ambivalent character. As a temple guardians, they are both pure and fierce. The monkeys are macacoes, Macaca fascicularis, which a population around 600 individuals in 5 main tribes occupying different areas. The park managers feed the monkeys sweet potatoes 3 times a day. Bananas are available for the visitors to feed them, but don't taste them. Monkeys may become aggressive if they are tasted with the food. Monkey bites are considered a serious medical emergency. Our tour guide explained us already before we enter the forest what is the don'ts and do's. Very important message to us that don't ever do an eye contact to the monkeys. Just ignore and continue only to walk as much as possible. As much you ignore them, you will be safe. Don't ever bring any things on your body during your visit like bags and shades. And don't ever leave your staff and attendant. Why monkey is sacred in Bali. The monkeys, also known as crab-eating macaques, are considered sacred, according to the Hindu principle of the Trihata Karana, which seeks harmonious relationship between humans, the natural environment, and God. Why Ubud monkey forests are famous. It houses approximately 340 monkeys, which are known as a long-tailed macaques, Macaca fascicularis. There are 4 groups of monkeys, each occupying different territories in the park. The sacred monkey forest is a popular tourist attraction in Ubud and is often visited by over 10,000 tourists in a month. You can go many places in Bali to see monkeys, and it is must do for many tourists that come from the countries that don't have their own monkeys. But beware, because they are very mischievous and sometimes nasty. Talk to anyone who has been to Bali numerous times or expats who live here, and they will tell you the best place to see monkeys. Obviously, place to see them in the monkey forest in Ubud and the monkey forest in Sanga, the other place in Luwak Temple. Beware, though, that in all three of these places the monkey will steal anything that is not held into tightly. Cameras, sunglasses, phones will all disappear into the three tops unless you are careful. They can even open zip or backpacks. The monkeys in Ubud are very adept at this no matter what the staff they say. This aside, even after living in Bali for a long time, welcome to Bali Catpoo Chino or Kopi Lubak. While all these experiences were memorable, the highlights of our tour was trying Kopi Lubak, one of the most expensive and rare coffees in the world. Kopi, the Indonesian word for Kopi Lubak, came from Sumatra, Java, and Sulawesi in Indonesian archipelago islands.
And then make a little bit chili pepper, salt, and then make together, good for making sambal fresh.
Okay.
Sambal fresh without fried. This is different. We call tot ginger. Different than the ginger or ingwa. coffee because this coffee not roasted yet. When after roasting the black color smell is okay, the taste is bitter. And then also have the coffee have two names, male and female. Like this. That is the big one on the trees. And then can open the skin just to bean. We call that is the female.
Yeah.
And then also have that one bean we call male. Like this male. Male around. Female half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, male and female. And then this Nelken. Nelken, good for the teeth, making cigarette or kretek. And then for them, and here special drink mixed with the wine or arak.
You may heard a coffee luwak, also known as civet coffee. It's a coffee that partially processed in the digestive tract of the palm civet, a type of exotic cat found in Indonesia and other parts of Southeast Asia. In other words, the palm civet, a small animal about the size of the house cat, eats the coffee cherries and passes the coffee beans through its body undigested. The beans undergo a process not unlike fermentation in the palm civet good. Digestive enzymes break down the proteins, shortening the peptides and freezing some of the beans' amino acid. This process results in the softer, smoother final result once the beans are gathered, cleaned, roasted, ground, and brewed into a coffee.
Yeah, here we have cocoa bean. This is for making material cocoa powder and chocolate bar. This one not yet roasted and doesn't have smell. We need to roast it first. This is the Bali coffee, and here we have female and male. Look like this. We have two red cherry coffee bean from the same tree. When open red cherry coffee, inside have a different seed. We have just only one.
So all real handwork.
All everything used by hand.
Did you know that coffee luwak can sell for more than $1,500 a pound, making it world's second most expensive coffee after the black ivory coffee, a Thai brand of coffee made from the beans that have passed through an elephant? Most coffee experts say no. In fact, the process that civet coffee goes through by nature robs the finished product the most of its acidity. Without acidity, coffee can be very bland and not entirely complex in flavor, but the civet coffee does supposedly have a bit more body to it. You'll just have to save your dollars, buy it, and taste it for yourself. Welcome to Pura Tirta Empul. Tirta Empul Temple is an Hindu-Balinese water temple located near the town of Tampak Siring, Bali, Indonesia. The temple compound consists of Tirtaan or bathing structure, famous for its holy spring water, where Balinese Hindus go to for ritual purification. Tirta means sacred water, place of pilgrimage in Indonesia, ultimately from Sanskrit. Founded during the Warmadiwa dynasty, the 10th to 14th century, Tirta Empul was established around 962 AD. The temple was built around a large water spring. The temple's name is derived from the groundwater source. This water is source of river Pakirisan. As you enter the temple courtyard, you will arrive at the main area of the temple, which is known as the Jabatinga area. Here, the holy spring bubbles into crystal clear pool and then goes out into two sacred pools through 30 water spouts. The local Hindus and Balinese worshippers wait in line to dip their heads into the water spout. This purification ceremony is known as a milukat, and they stand in the waist-high water. The batters move from left to the right, dipping their heads from one water spout to the next. The process continues until they have cleaned themselves in all the spouts. Worshippers can clean themselves in the milukat ceremony in all water spouts except two. These two water spouts are reserved for cleansing the dead, the living, and forbidden from using those two spouts. The Tirta Empul temple is considerably large. It takes about 30 to 60 minutes to explore the temple, similar to the other sacred places of the island. You are required to wear a sarong before you can enter the temple. You can find a sarongs at the temple entrance, which you can hire for a small donation. I can recommend you all when you visit Bali and planning to go for a tour. Get or connect to the travel tour guide agencies, or you can check in the different websites or people that you may know. But in our experience, we saw in the TripAdvisor and we found driverubud.com. We wrote what we need to see during our tour. The good thing, they summarized the locations according to their expertise. The price is really fair. Our tour guide picked up us from our hotel and sent it back, and this is for 2 days. Our tour guide really amazing. His name is Mangkok. He can talk in English well, and he explained well also some important facts about our tour. He treat us like a family, and he want what best for us and to collect a best memory during our Bali travel along with him. You can check the website of driverubud.com in my description below.